Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Whatever This Is Podcast, episode 8, 9?
I think it's episode 8 now, yeah.
Episode 8, I'm joined by Stowe, and some of you may notice if you're watching on video, we are joined by a special guest. Introduce yourself, mate.
You're right, I'm Liam.
This is Liam, our good
This
friend.
is Liam, a good mate of ours. He's coming on the podcast today.
We thought we'd change it up a little bit, you know, get some new friends and family. I mean, I feel like I've known you forever.
Family?
Liam, yeah, really, yeah. You're like a brother to me, really.
Wow.
So Liam is self-proclaimed pisshead. So we thought we'd have a bit of a drink today. So that's what we're doing today. It's a bit of a chill one. There's not too much going on. We're having a bit of drink with Liam, telling a few stories, going from there. Maybe we might go into a bit of relationship advice, but we're not too sure. I know.
Which I'm the expert on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Liam's telling us before. He said, if you want any relationship advice, speak to Liam. So Stowe, you said you got a few bits you want to talk about.
Yeah,
before.
first thing I want to mention, right, is something that I cannot believe is still a thing in the year 2022.
Go on.
Weight Watchers. What is the point in that club? It's a failed business, isn't it, really? What do you mean? What's he about to say?
This has been planned, isn't it?
You're not a Weight Watchers, are you?
No.
No, you're not, are you?
No.
What? You're not, are you?
I promise I didn't mention it to him.
I have no idea what's going on.
Do you want to?
I'll take you back. 2010 World Cup, watching it at school, primary school. My mum gets the idea to start a Slimming World group. So I go to my head teacher.
Alright.
My mum needs a venue to hire her Slimming World classes. And she was there for 10 years doing it. And she's still doing it today. Just over the road from here.
Is that what Mum does? I'm putting him on a job. I swear I had no
Well,
idea.
Slimming World is better than Weight Watchers. So.
Yeah, no. Slimming World, great company. I understand.
I know.
Weight Watchers, however.
Oh,
You know
awful.
what though? Okay, fair enough. If your mum's thought that as a business plan, good on her. Because the people that join that club never leave. Tell me, like, you don't, do they? You get returning customers. They don't leave ever.
I can give you the ins and outs.
Go on, we got
Sorry.
someone inside.
Oh, you
That's
got-
all the secrets.
I heard about all the sorts of things. They have like special galas every year. It's like the Oscars for fat people. It's mental. It's mental. Right?
Well, they get noble mentions by, like, I don't know, Peter Kay.
Yeah. No, they had, what's the woman that...
Gemma
she
Collins?
died. No, Jane Goody's husband.
Oh, wow. Okay, no, I don't know his name, but go on.
Yeah, the blonde fella.
Yeah.
He's been at one and my mum had a photo of him. Loved it.
Yeah.
You weren't ever fat, so I don't really get why
Yeah.
he was doing that sort of thing.
He's what you could aspire to be. Is he good? Is he in good shape? Is he?
I don't know.
Just a bit of eye
But yeah,
candy
so-
for the ladies.
But would you say that most fat people who do Weight Watchers tend to
Slimming World.
Slim World or slash Slim World?
Yeah.
They tend to... What is it that lets them down?
All
Why
weight
is
loss
it...
companies available.
Why is it that fat people stay fat, Liam?
I'm going to cut in because I've got a story about one bloke. Back to the Oscars,
Go
right?
on. Yeah, go on.
He was, I don't know if I can, I'm not going to release it, I don't even know his name. But
Don't say it.
Call it. Give him a name.
Well, I
Give him a
don't know
name.
his name.
Dave.
Doug, the fella that went to the Slim World Oscars, was quite a big fella. I was young at the time and he got type 2 diabetes and he lost it by losing so much weight. At
He
Slim
lost
World.
diabetes.
And my mum was like, you can lose type 2, right? So
Okay.
my mum was like, look, this fella's lost diabetes, how good he's done. Blah, blah. I went, thanks mum, I'm type 1, you can't get rid of it. So, what are you trying to do?
Right in the wound a little bit.
Show off.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. He's cured. I'm not.
Yeah. Look at him. He is someone a mother can be proud of, isn't he?
It's just ridiculous.
Hey, if
but
you work hard like him, maybe
Yeah,
one day.
one
you'll
day I'll
lose
get
your
a
I'm
new,
not sure.
One day I'll get a new pancreas and I'll be laughing.
I'm not sure. Imagine there's what doctors done. They went, look, if you really work hard, you can shake this cancer.
Just go on the treadmill. You'll be fine. Just walk it off.
Really go for it, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
So I've got something I want to do. Is a question for you two. Is I saw something on TikTok the other day. It was talking about paying it forward or paying it back. So you've been in the drive-through and they go, oh, the person in front of you's already paid.
Yep.
Would you ever do pay it forward, pay it back? Let's say you go to McDonald's, you grab yourself a little McFlurry or whatever,
Yep.
and they've gone, the person behind you,
Person in front of you has paid
person in
for
front of you
you.
is paid. Do you want to pay for the person behind you? What would you
It's
say?
a gamble, isn't it? It's
What
like,
are you
it's not
saying?
paying higher or lower.
Every single time, without a doubt, I'm going, no, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very much. That's nice of them to pay. Didn't ask him to. Fair enough.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
card
just
roulette as well, isn't it?
random act of kindness. I want that kindness.
Yeah, you want it, but you don't want to give it back. Though,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
I'll happily do random acts of kindness when I want to do it. Don't force me into doing
yeah,
one.
and also it's an absolute aggro for the people in the drive-through that have got to skip everyone's meal and charge the next one.
Yeah, also
Surely
as
there's
well.
ag in that.
Well, imagine you're like, okay, cool, I go through, I get one McFlurry, and then I see a family of 8 behind me. I'm going, fuck off, I'm not paying an extra 40 quid.
Maybe they should go Weight Watchers. What are you doing here?
Well, so you ever paying it forward, Liam?
Paying it forward. Maybe it's payday or not. But
Yeah, you like that?
no,
Are you the sort of
because
person...
you're all in the same boat. Like if you're going
We're
McDonald's,
going in a recession, isn't it?
Yeah,
I can't be paying for your
you're
meal.
you're in a McDonald's, you don't deserve it. If don't get me wrong, if like old Dorothy was down the Marks and Spencers or like Morrison's, whatever.
Yeah.
You're really showing your Tory side by saying Marks
yeah.
and Spencer's.
I hate myself
Or
saying
Waitrose
that.
or anything like that,
But,
yeah?
like, if she's buying her shopping and she's like, oh, I'm a couple of quid short, go on,
Yeah, I'll do that. I would do that.
because she needs it.
Nah, fuck her.
Linda and her 6 kids don't need another Happy
She's had
Meal.
her years.
Like, it's just not necessary.
Is that what your mum's told you? She's,
Yeah, well,
she's
if
gonna...
I went near McDonald's, my mum would smack me.
What is one for you? Let's go into that. I wanted to... I
What
we,
child abuse?
No. I think we can do... We're going to say... We said before we're going to do a bit of drafts, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we do a quick drafts on the best fast food places you can
Oh,
get. So
alright.
none of us have done any prep for this.
Yep.
So Liam, you can take the start. I'll go second. Sto, you go third, and you guys in the comment let us know who's done the best. So go on, Liam.
Are we just going to do one round? Or-
one round of draft, just three people.
3 picks. I don't like it myself, but you can't not pick McDonald's.
It's the
number
big
one.
player.
It's
It's
the
a
OG
big
there.
player
I'd
in the
rather
game.
have their breakfast than anything else.
It's the face of the league.
Yeah.
It's a big player. I'm going to go for a new player. I'm going to go for someone who I'm a big fan of. Mainly London-based. I'm going to take Pepe's at number one.
Pepe's is good, but it's new. It's
Mate, it's
and apparently you've been telling me lately it's been going downhill as
yeah,
well.
the one in Cheshunt, it's gone a bit, you know
So
what I mean?
it's the Hodgson one.
I've never
I'm
had
gonna
it.
go KFC.
It's
Got
a big
to
one.
having some chicken. You know, I've got the chicken base covered.
Yeah, fair play. Go on, Liam.
KFC is a better Pepe's. I don't even.
No,
believe
you're
it.
so wrong. You are
That
outrageously
gravy
wrong.
wins it. That gravy wins it.
Banging gravy.
If
Finger
are we
finger
going
looking
two?
good.
If it was
So
going-
we'll go 3 picks each. So
Oh,
go.
3. I thought it was having 1 each. Right.
I'll go and do
You
2
two-
actually, just a
do
quick
two,
go.
go on.
You two have both missed the second best, which is Burger King.
Oh, I was going to take Burger King
It's
next.
pricey these days, though, isn't it?
No, it is. It's about 14 quid for a burger.
Yeah, I know. It's
If
ridiculous.
you live in my household, you only get a fast food every 12 months.
You know what
get
I've never got as
12
well?
quid for a burger ain't bad.
You know when you go to the airport and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, it's half a mortgage for a Big Mac. Why? Why here?
You know exactly
yeah.
why.
They just-
They
they're
go.
stuck on it.
They go. Oh, you're in an airport and you've already gone through security. Try it out now, cunt.
Ah.
There's only one way out here.
I'm actually going to take a better Burger King, and I'm going to take
It
not
don't
3,
count. It don't
not
count.
4. I'm taking 5 Guys.
I'm not
Five
letting you have
Guys.
that. That ain't
That's
fast
fast.
food.
That's
Have
fast.
you ever seen a fast food, Five Guys drive-through?
Always
Don't need a drive-through for it to be fast food.
I think you do.
No, you
Then
don't.
again, Pepe's
Listen.
don't have one either.
Exactly. You,
Yeah, exactly. So you two are both in there.
No,
Yeah.
Five Guys. You order there. You're there by yourself. You
It's
get your
quite a
burger in
nice
3,
place
4
as well,
minutes.
to be fair.
Oh, it's great. It's better than the rest by a million miles. But
Again, mortgageable. That's
Yeah.
what you got to do
Yeah.
to take it out.
but
But,
also
yeah.
availability. All right, how many of them in the UK?
Mate, I'm
There's
just
not a
saying-
lot.
so go
there's
on,
not a lot.
What's your next one?
I'm just gonna play it safe and I'm gonna go Subway. I've got lunches.
Subway's decent.
I've got
Subway
lunches
is good.
covered.
Breakfast, banging. When they
Yeah.
have the omelette, not them little poached egg things they do.
Sorry, you want an omelette at Subway?
Yeah,
no,
that's
you get it like in the sandwich.
You get omelette in a sandwich?
really.
Yeah.
Have I-
You
have
know
you-
that?
have you- no, I've
don't-
never-
When you get there and you have an egg, it's like a little. It looks like a hockey puck with like a little yellow bit on top.
No, I ain't seen that.
You
Yeah.
ain't sold it to me there, mate.
The omelette is banging.
I love it when
It's
I
like
eat and I
a
feel
liquid omelette.
I'm playing hockey.
Yeah, it's just like scrambled egg in a disc.
Okay.
shape.
Okay, all right,
It's
okay,
good
go on.
stuff.
And
Got it.
for your number 3.
Number 3.
Oh, we're doing 3, are we?
I thought it was in 2. So
No, we'll do 2. We'll do 2. Yes.
No,
So,
I'm
So,
happy for a
what's
third.
your? Oh, go on. If
you
you
got
got
if you got a third?
yeah,
Think about it. You got time.
I got time. Go on.
Number 3.
Come on, Liam. We're gonna have to push you here.
Yeah, let's just do 2.
Let's
So
just
2
do
it is. All right. So
I've got Subway and
Subway,
KFC.
KFC.
McDonald's and Burger King.
I've got Pepe's and Five Guys. If
think-
you're talking about quality,
Nah, mate, it's got to be Burger King and McDonald's. They're the top 2, aren't they?
yeah,
I think he takes it.
I'm going to vote for Stowe's. I think Stowe's tastes better. That's what I
Oh.
prefer. I prefer KFC and Subway.
We're in a stalemate.
So you can't vote for yourself. So you got to vote for me. So you got to vote for Pepe's and Five Guys.
I know.
KFC
And Subway.
Subway.
I like them more than yours,
So you go with Stowe's.
but for any chance of me to win it,
No, you can't do that. Stowe wins.
No, wait.
I'll give it to Stone.
Stowe
I
wins
don't
the
like
I'll
draft.
have it.
Guys, give us your favourite shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, mate.
Go on.
That bloody talking about like Comment with Lambelow, right? So you know that Ed Matthews from TikTok, you know, HS TikTok and all that, right?
You know him, yeah?
He went in hospital the other day, right? You know, I feel bad, you know, like what happened because he done a hit and run, but his matey HS TikTok goes on like live and he's like, "Yo guys, just want to let you all know that my boy's like, you know, he's in hospital and all that, yeah." But I was just waiting for him to go. So leave a like down below who you think did it. Comment now.
Oh, so someone fucking ran him over?
Yeah, he got run over or something, and
Shit.
he's in intensive care. But
Oh, fucking
What bad? I haven't heard
5
about
likes
this.
and we'll get you some flowers, bro.
Is this send us a
That is
tornado?
nuts.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
surprised the other one went chatting up the nurse or whatever. And
I
then
don't know.
just
He's not going to be able to drop the game
Yeah.
tomorrow.
dropping
Yeah.
dropping
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 Riz,
game
innit?
on
So
the
kids
nurse
sound
for
these days.
supporting my friend that's
Do you know
dying.
do you know what Riz is, Liam? Are you getting a bit old? Do you know what Riz is?
I've heard of the subject. I've heard of the
got
phrase.
it, I've
The
got
it.
phrase.
I've done a bit of Riz.
Yeah, I'd say my Riz game is retired.
Yeah, same. My Riz game is also
I'm
retired.
stoked yours was retired.
It actually didn't even make the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
That's how far.
Oh wow,
That's-
that's too soon.
Yeah.
I got one film. I've got to tell this story, and it's crazy. The person who told me this story told me not to name him, so that's fine. I'm going to give him a name. Come up with a name, Liam.
Toby.
Toby. So Toby was telling me this story, and he said how he used to do drugs. So I go, what are we doing?
I'm just turning the camera down a little bit. Go on.
Okay, so I was talking to Toby, and he was telling me how he used to do drugs, and he used to buy weed off this one bloke. So he went up to this bloke's house. You good?
You done?
You just snapped your finger off.
Oh, wow.
How does that happen?
Oh, hmm.
I don't know.
I didn't know you could get
Okay,
40 beers.
Okay.
What's just going on there?
Who got them for you?
The spotlight was dangerous.
Okay, sorry, alright.
You don't know you're
Sorry,
a fucking incredible Hulk over here.
Guys,
just
can we-
breaking beers.
Gonna get a glass. Sorry.
Can we remember the audio listeners?
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about that.
Tried to kill me.
Don't worry about that. Anyway, go on, carry on. So,
I'm not going to tell Liam the story.
what do you mean?
Okay.
All right, let's keep it rolling, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah,
and
sorry,
follow our
look, guys,
channels.
we've been drinking, so
We haven't been drinking.
well, we have. As he says,
As I
while
take a drink.
Glass in the glass.
oh,
Okay.
okay. This episode
Liam's-
might be a little bit dysfunctional, but
We might have to do a couple of cuts here, but I mean, let's keep it rolling. Guys, we're doing a competition to get Tom's new sofa. All right?
what?
Yeah.
What?
Person who can name 5 countries beginning with M, get your sofa.
They fucking don't. What the fuck is that, by the way?
I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it entertained, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough.
Got to do something to keep him
I
entertained.
mean, yeah. While Liam goes and gets a beer,
Yeah.
fucking half pint, Liam.
Oh, wow, that's a small pint.
Okay. Anyway, let me tell you this story. Come here.
So, Karen, from the top.
So,
Start again.
Start again, and you ready? You ready, Liam? You're back in action. All right, and
We're back.
we're back. All right. So there was this guy. He told me before. He told me he didn't want his name being told. So he was telling me this story about. We'll call him Toby. How he didn't want to. He bought drugs basically off this guy. He used to buy drugs off this guy all the time, and he went outside his house. And he said it was popping off so often that there'd be a queue outside this bloke's house to buy drugs.
Oh, really?
Like a supermarket queue to buy drugs. So,
You could have took him in the
That's really unorganised.
yeah.
Why don't you just do like a ticket system or something
Yeah,
like
mate,
that?
it's pretty good. You know. Number 64. Yeah. So,
You're up.
but so he said he went on the door once, knocks, and a 6 to 7 year old girl answered. He said, yeah. And so he looks at the girl, and before he could say anything, the girl just looks at him and goes, "How much?"
Shut up.
He goes, he goes to me, he goes, can I have a 10 bag, please? And apparently, it was like trick or treat Halloween. Yeah. She had a bowl full of 10-pound bags
No.
that he could see.
Oh my god.
And she grabbed, gave to him,
Yeah.
and he walked out, and he said to him, he was like, that was the moment I realised I need to stop smoking weed when I bought weed
That is
of a 7-year-old girl. Could you imagine if you bought drugs of a
As a
6-year-old?
child, you went. You already changed from that as well.
I'm just stunned. I don't know what
Imagine
to
she,
say.
apparently she had like a bowl, like trick or treat. Like imagine he was like, oh yeah, just 8. She's like, yeah, sweet, there you go. And he gave her the money.
Wow.
She done the full transaction.
I mean, it's a great way of like getting away with it, though, isn't it? If you're, but you can't arrest a 6-year-old child, can you?
Can you? Can you not?
It's
You definitely
10.
could.
10 is the youngest. that you can.
So if a 9-year-old just went on a fucking killing spree,
they'd go in like mental
10-year-old
health,
did
or
it,
they'd have to
didn't
go in an asylum, or they have to because they're not old enough to think for themselves in the eyes of the law. So basically,
shit,
long story short, if you wanted to start up like a terrorist organisation, you get the kids in.
that ain't a bad shout, you know.
Sound like you know
Jot
a
that
lot
down.
about this.
Yeah, write that down. That's why we brought you here anyway, Liam. We're thinking about
Well, you've already said on a previous podcast how you're going to try and go into schools to start up a sweet empire.
Great idea.
You know, it's a good shout.
Liam, how have you
Start
not already
paying them
heard
at the-
this?
Paying them at the front door.
Yeah, you give them runners, don't you? What you say is you say to them, you take 10% of the profits.
I had to go. So I was getting
buzzing with that as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. £3.
I was getting a HDMI cable earlier,
No,
right?
you fucking weren't.
No, well, yeah, we've missed it on this one, but no. Earlier, I was going in a shop. I needed to get a HDMI cable for my computer because I've got a new monitor or whatever. Yeah, and I went into like this phone shop because I was just walking around the high street trying to find. I was literally walking everywhere. I couldn't find one anywhere. I went in this phone shop and I went to the geezer. Oh, have you got a HDMI cable? He went, oh, let me have a look. Let me see if I got one around the back, whatever. Goes in the back and he's sitting there, and it's an empty shop. It's just him and it seems like his missus or something like that, just sitting there. He comes back out and he's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, man. I don't have one." And I said, "Oh, do you know where somewhere I could get one? Or do you know one around here? Because I don't really know the area." And his missus, with that heartbeat, goes, "Oh yeah, no, the other phone shop around the corner." He looked at her like, "What the fuck? Why are you sending him to someone else?" And I was like, "Oh, you're in the doghouse. Yeah, you are so gone."
Yeah, no, just our rival, just round the corner.
Yeah.
They're so much better than us.
Yeah, and it's
honestly.
cheaper as well.
Great service there.
Yeah,
Do you know-
they've got customers as well. I'm like, "You dickhead." But,
I went into a phone shop, and this is one tip for me to all the viewers listening, all 25 of you, is that I went into a phone shop when I cracked my screen. And I said to him, "How much is it to fix this cracked screen?" And he looked at me and was like, £110. And I went, "How long will it take?" And he was like, "Oh, it'll be done in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I went, "All right, cool, give me that back." Fuck off. I'm fucking doing this myself. Yeah. I went, I'm going to find something on YouTube. If it can take 20 minutes, and you can do it there's no way I'm paying £110. Found a video on YouTube, went to do it. So you undo the screen, lift it up, put it in, you get the battery there, pop the battery out. Went to pop the battery out, just stuck my whole fucking stick through the battery. Started sizzling, yeah.
And that's
Go back
why,
to the
ladies
same
and
bloke.
gentlemen, you're not always paying for someone's time. You're paying for their experience.
Oh. Did you go back to the same bloke and go,
No,
how
no,
much to change this battery?
250.
No, to be fair, I actually did end up doing it, and I've cracked a few more phones since, and I managed to change them all myself. So if you
Just
guys
don't crack your phone. You know what I don't get as well? I don't think
I
I've seen a single girl who doesn't have a cracked phone.
you're calling up the whole
Mate, every
female
single
population.
female. I don't know what it is about girls. They always smack shit up.
It does confuse me
Have
when
a
people
phone
don't have a
case.
phone case. Yeah, that is. Why would you not have a phone case?
Yeah, you need one.
Well, you
just a
made
waste
you drop your
time.
phone. You just fixes it.
There's nothing that makes me like shiver more than seeing someone without a phone case on. Like completely.
You're just living on the
bare
edge.
Phone.
You're just an.
You're just
You're,
waiting for life to hurt you.
There's daredevils and then there's people that have phones without a
yeah, I was
case.
gonna say them people are the people who do fucking
Go
cliff
flying.
jumping and
Yeah.
all that shit there.
Cavers. I wouldn't do that, but I'd
Oh,
rather.
these
Hey,
people
hang
that
on.
dig in.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
I don't get the point in it as well. Like, you just go in a
What
hole.
are you getting out of it?
Now what?
You get in a hole and then you leave. That's it.
But I don't get.
I mean,
like,
that's sex.
what's the? Your missus is here, mate. You gotta be careful. I don't get the whole thrill of caving at all. Have you ever done it?
No, well, obviously not. We just said how shitty it would be. What
No,
I've
no,
done a bit
but
of caving at Kingswood when I was in
Yeah.
year
Oh,
six.
did you do Kingswood?
but
I did Kingswood as well.
I did PGL.
But like-
no,
I've
I've also done it at
did
PGL.
I've done PGL, but on a
You done
diabetes camp.
Sorry?
You went to a
Yeah.
diabetes
I went
camp.
to a diabetes camp.
Sorry.
What
one
isn't that fat camp?
No, that was the Slim World camp. It was just
One
opposite. but-
second, sorry. I need to take the piss out of you.
Go for it.
give me a second. A diabetes camp.
So,
What's different
can I
between
just evaluate? I was in year 6 when I went on this camp.
So you're like 10, 11.
Yeah, and then there was like a Essex radio station, and I don't know why anyone was listening to it, but
Oh, well, pissed off the dog there.
and they was like, my mum signed me up for it, and I went on this camp, and they taught us how to carb count.
Card count.
Which I'm not,
10!
not carb count. They
you
were shipping us out to Vegas.
Carb count.
How far you was there?
No.
Who's gonna be the next now? You know,
Blackjack,
gambler or
yeah,
something like that?
21.
There's interesting things I can talk about, and this is not one of them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on
No,
a
but
short
so-
thing.
Diabetes camp.
Yeah.
But what is the difference between diabetes camp and a normal camp?
Surely
Surely you
you
just
look-
don't give your sugar.
There's one thing, it's full of diabetics. learning how to be better diabetics. Not as good as matey that lost diabetes. He's in a special camp.
How do you? Sorry. So you obviously, as you mentioned, had diabetes, Liam. So or have
Shock.
diabetes. Yeah.
I mean,
What would you say is the difference between someone who has diabetes? What's someone if you've got to educate people about diabetes? How would you do it? What?
so right.
I didn't know he was bringing Liam on for his diabetes
Yeah.
backstory.
That's what he brings to the table, though. You
He's
know?
really bringing the humour.
Now, go on.
Yeah, it's
So
sweet.
basically, the way it works is you've got a pancreas and everyone's body has insulin. Insulin gets rid of sugar and shit out your body. Mine stopped working, so I have to put insulin into myself via a needle.
Oh, it's long.
And so yeah, got used
Oh,
to
cool.
that.
Yeah, well, that was
That was
boring.
some-
Yeah.
I told ya. That was some.
So I
Follow me
got
on for a part 2 just on diabetes without these boys. Just let me know.
just
Follow
follow the diabetes, whatever
Stop.
this is.
Follow Liam's backstory.
The biography's coming out next week.
When's your book coming out? Is that what we're promoting? Diabetes and me. By Liam Sullivan.
Yeah, so I've got something I wanted to mention, and it's something that I think is one of the most embarrassing things that. So you know when you're in school, yeah, and you're younger, and up until like a certain age, you have to write in pencil, yeah, because if you're shit handwriting or whatever,
Oh yeah.
And people get the special pens.
and
with
they get
little
a
pivots.
and they get the pen license, don't they?
Oh yeah, the fucking
Yeah?
pen license.
Yeah, you get a pen license. I've never got a pen license.
Same here,
So
mate.
I don't think I'm
Neither.
allowed to use pens. When none
you
of
get
us
to-
got a pen license.
Was it year 5 when you could get your own pencil case and you could have whatever you wanted? Really didn't care. Year 4 was the pen license barrier.
You didn't make it.
Oh, no
all of
chance.
us. So have you used a pen since? Because you're using a pen without insurance.
I'm just doing my work without insurance.
Have you got your papers for that pen?
I still can't write. My handwriting's worse than my nephew's, and he's 5.
Oh,
mate.
no, it is bad. The same here. My handwriting is awful. Great doctor, be a good doctor, but
Mate,
awful at everything else.
Hey, I'm the same. They thought I had dyslexia because my handwriting was so bad. They went, "You're so
Oh.
shit at handwriting that you must have dyslexia." Do you have dyslexia as well?
I wouldn't test it, but I'd bank on it. That or a bit of autism. There's something going on.
Oh,
up here.
it's
I put 50 to 1 on him having autism.
I've got something. I've got a little medley of stuff.
you got a problem of some
Oh,
sort.
so many
You're-
problems. So many problems. I'm collecting them. It's like
You
Mac
collect them?
attacks.
What, Pokemon? I've got ADHD and I just need a bit of
I'm
dyslexia.
I'm waiting to
Complete
get
the
that
set.
one. Yeah.
Bingo!
Yeah.
That's funny, man. Another thing that happened, so I'll also need to address to everyone. Sorry for the last podcast, by the way, because the audio was a little bit mucked up on Tom's
Well, no, that's 2 podcasts ago. We already filmed one.
2 podcasts ago, yeah. But on the bright side is someone said to me who was talking about the podcast, they said, "Oh, listen to the whole podcast, loved it." And I was like, "Oh, really?" She goes, "Yeah." I couldn't hear Tom at all. It was so good. And I was like, brilliant. That was it. Really funny.
Yeah, thanks, mate. That makes me feel good. Yeah, that's good.
Relationship advice. We did touch this on the last one, but we thought we'd bring in Liam as well. And
Professional.
I want to give you a couple of questions, Liam, about relationship advice.
He's called me before this going, please don't do relationship advice. I've got no idea. But
useless.
We're going to throw you
No,
in
but
the deep
Liam,
end.
you've been in a long-term relationship
I
now,
am,
haven't
but
you?
I'm still useless.
so
I don't
you-
know how I've still got hold of it.
Go on.
I just am a nightmare. Imagine looking after this every day.
Well,
can't even look after myself.
long distance relationship because your girlfriend worked
Oh.
abroad, right?
She did.
So, question: do they work?
Yeah, of course they do.
If you try and make it work, right?
Of course.
No, exactly.
And when you spent 4.5 years with her, a year off was bloody lovely. Let's cut that. Yeah, definitely cut that.
Yeah, that is not
Sometimes
good
you need a
cut.
break, don't you?
That is not good
It's a
cut.
miracle for
That
a
is
relationship.
in the podcast. Oh,
funny.
so have you got any more relationship advice? Have you got any more questions that people sent in? Because we sent it in the last one. And was there any more that anyone else
No
sent
one
in?
really sent any more, but hypothetical scenarios.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
do a couple, okay? So, you're in a relationship. It's a long-term relationship, right?
Yep. Well, we can relate.
A long-term relationship, okay?
Yeah.
It's been 5.5 years now, son. We're going
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah. Well, mine's about 3
I
and a
meant
bit.
me and you.
Oh,
You missed it.
Wow.
that's good.
Love that.
Yeah, go on.
Long-term relationship. You're in a long-term relationship, right? But then all of a sudden, she starts being more distant because of like different life things happening. So you both got different careers.
She's
you're,
pregnant.
You're drifting apart. You've got a baby on the way.
She's a dancer.
What does your brother do for a living?
She dances.
Oh, right.
In
Yeah, okay.
Cyprus. Yeah.
All of a sudden, one day, she sends you a text. She says to you, "Babe, it's time for me to admit I'm a lesbian." What do you do?
You see a problem, I see a threesome. Right? That's what you do.
Yeah.
You suggest a threesome, you get the threesome in there, you tick that one off the bucket list,
And then we move on.
you
Liam,
move on.
I was going to go with can I watch, but Tom's answer works.
Can I
That
join?
Joining in drums watching. But
What about you, Stu? What would you do? Because you have experience, you turned a girl lesbian.
I did.
Ah.
I did indeed.
You did you not know about this? We mentioned
No.
this in the last one. He put a girl off the whole gender,
Yeah.
the whole males.
Of solids.
Oh.
Every single man on the planet, she went.
Yeah.
Stowe's enough, and that's all I
that
need.
is it. Now that I've been with Stowe, I don't want to go anywhere near
And you got
another
to look
one.
at it as like a plus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Once you
Once you go Stowe, you
once
don't
you
go,
reach
I've lost it.
the last level,
Once
you
you go,
beat the boss. What's the point in doing the game again?
oh,
We try a new game.
Once you go Stowe, there's nowhere to go.
there you go.
Unless you're female.
Unless you're,
Unless you, then you have the
unless
females. Yeah. What would you do, Stowe, if a girl told you she was lesbian?
Oh, at that point you've lost. Just retire. Retire from the game. That. You're 5 years into a relationship, and she says, "Actually, I'm good, thanks." You go, "I need 2 months off. I'm going to Thailand. Maybe the lady men want me. I don't know. So, try and ease back in there."
Ladymen.
Lady boys.
Isn't it weird that there's actual lady boys about?
No, do you know what? I don't think the ladyboy bit is weird. My problem is that they all fucking congregate together. That's a bit of an odd.
My
No, I
problem
think
is
they're
people
from
go
Thailand.
over
They don't go there.
No, but they all live there, don't they? They all congregate together as
I feel like
ladyboys.
it's probably like a cheap surgery in Thailand that you can do it. I don't feel like they all just meet there like Stonehouse on a Friday night.
No, I think they have a big group chat called like
Dykes Are Us?
Ladyboys
Yeah.
11 or something like that.
The problem I have with it is that men go over there and go, yeah, I fancy a bit of that. Get your knob out.
Weird, isn't it? Weird.
It is a bit weird. Not hating on the gays, by the way. If you're gay, you're gay. That's sweet. But if you're a
David
straight,
Gibbs David Brent over
here. Yeah.
Why ain't all gay? You just say it's not a bit of me. You know, you do you. You just do you.
if you're going out there to
If you're a lady boy,
Mate.
you do you. But not a bit of me. You know what I mean? Anyway, go on. If you're going out there,
if you're going out there to specifically shag a ladyboy and you're straight, maybe you're not.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Bit perpendicular.
play for both teams. You know, you
Yeah.
don't
both
mind
sides.
which bib you're wearing. You're the magic man. You know,
Oh,
that's what it is. You're
nice.
can I address the shitty art in the background?
oh, don't. No one can see that, but
Observational
His mum probably
awareness.
bought that.
she has 120 quid she spent on that.
What?
120 pound for that. Do you want to show the camera?
No, they can see it.
No, they can't. You can
I
only
can see it in the corner. It is.
Yeah, only the corner.
I'll show it afterwards.
Did they
But
wrap it up with tin foil?
I don't get that though.
Neither do I.
What did your mum go like? She went, "Oh yeah, fucking hell, give me a bit of like."
I think she went, oh, I'd love it if I just wasted fucking money on a piece of shit. Literally, it is. I remember my mum showed me this. She went, do you like it? I went, no, obviously not. It looks awful. It's literally, I went, Mum, I could do that. It reminds me.
Don't you think? Yeah, go on.
It reminds me of a famous artist. He done one called Henry Batista Snail, and it is the shittest fucking drawing I've ever seen in my life.
What is it of?
Oh, mate,
A snail.
That was almost quite articulate, that sentence. You're talking about artists. I could only name 2.
Go on.
Let me show you
One of
both,
them's
and
me.
mate.
I don't draw.
Let me show you.
You
this.
are not an artist, Liam.
Oh, I work in design. It counts, doesn't it?
I also work.
Van Gogh, Liam O'Sullivan. You don't. You know what I mean?
So
Bit early for that, but
Yeah,
we'll be there
no,
one
So,
day.
so
You'll get there.
I'm
One day
gonna
you'll
show
pop
you.
your
I'm gonna show you the picture, and hopefully you can put it on screen.
Go
Yeah.
on.
How much do you think that child's worth is worth?
again.
How much is that? A child could do that, couldn't they?
Yeah.
One
I'd
second.
struggle, but someone could do
Oh
that.
shit! I just stopped your recording.
Start again.
There you go. No, you're good. Yeah, that's shit, right? You could do that.
Yeah.
You could do that,
It's
right?
quite
It
nice
does
colours.
look like year 2 art.
Yeah. How much is that? How much do you reckon that's worth?
It depends on the materials,
Yeah,
evaluation of it. I reckon about 6 million.
6 million?
I reckon, just purely on the basis it's nice photography, it's going to be worth more. But if that was taken from, like, me or Stowe,
What, on an iPhone?
a shit photo, then it would, I'd pay 20 quid for it.
That's worth 80 million.
80 million.
This painting is worth 80 million. Genuinely, if I went, this is people looking at it, if I did that in art class and went, Miss, there you go, that's a snail, she'd go, yeah, you failed.
You know what really fucks me off about
Oh, it's
actually...
massive. It didn't look. Sorry, Stone. It didn't look that big on the little photo you showed us.
Does it matter the size of it? if you're saying shit or small, making it big doesn't make it better, alright?
No, they put some effort into that.
Yeah. Let's get a ladder, let's get the top bit and everything. You know what I mean?
25 quid.
Yeah. What really fucks me off about school was that I'm now a full-time photographer and I only got a B. That's ridiculous.
You're quite a decent photographer, aren't you?
I mean, like, I do it as a living, but no, I don't get. You know what is bollocks. Like, photography and art at school. Do you know like what it is? It's
You done art school, didn't you?
Yeah, I done fine art.
yeah, it's fucking bollocks, mate.
Is that just below good art?
Mate, it's a long story.
They tell
Stone,
you.
finish yours
They
first and
tell
I'll take my final story.
so in art, right, or photography, they tell you a subject. They're like, portraits or whatever, yeah. And then you have to then like I don't know, go draw some portraits or take some pictures of portraits, right? And it's like, all right. From my understanding, you just go look at it and go, that's a good picture. Tick. That's an A. Or it's all right. It's pretty shit. C. Yeah. Nah, fuck that. You have to talk about why it's a face and the connotations of a face and what it represents in society. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just took a picture of my nan. Like, what's that got to do with the financial crisis of 2008?
No,
bollocks.
it is the same. It's like, you know, in English, where they'd be like, why has the author said that the kitchen was red?
Why was Curly's wife wearing a red dress?
No, yeah.
Ah.
Because she
what is this
fancied wearing a red
connotations?
dress.
Yeah.
Fuck off, mate.
No, it's because she's a little hoe,
It's good-
apparently.
yeah, to be fair, should we touch on that? Because Curly's wife might be the original, like,
OG
slut.
hoe.
Yeah.
She
Bit flirty.
she got around the farm, mate. She was loving it.
Is that what it was? When she like bike was, I can't really remember. It was
You
years
don't
ago.
remember of Mice and Men, the classic
Didn't
story.
her boyfriend have to wear a glove? And we like,
He wore a
To
glove.
keep his hands moist for her, innit?
So, because he's a
With
farmer,
Vaseline.
yeah. This could be shown in schools now. We could do an educational thing. So, basically,
Whatever this is, educational podcast.
yeah. So Curly wore a glove, yeah, it's loads of Vaseline in it. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was a farmer, so he got rough hands. He said, "Oh, I wear a glove on it, basically so I can finger my missus."
Is that what it
Yeah,
was?
that's what it was. He was like, he basically was like, "Yeah, so I can give Shara a good time and give her the."
Right.
They didn't word it like that. at
No,
school.
it was.
Yeah, I don't remember that in GCSE English.
The teachers didn't go.
Give her a good time.
A star.
Yeah. So
Thank
he
you,
done that, and
Mr.
then
Shepherd.
and then Lenny, she was basically throwing it back on Lenny, grinding on him, giving
Yeah,
it
that was
fucking go on.
Oh, and then when he like, yo, bitch, I ain't
Short
messing with
guys
you.
always win.
You know, no, not Lenny. That's George. Lenny was the big bloke.
No, she stuck it on
Ah, Lenny was a dog.
the... No, George.
No, what the
No,
dog?
Lenny was the one that liked the puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lenny, yeah, but Lenny also
She
killed
was-
George.
George
she
was like,
flirt-
nah, palm
she,
it
no,
off.
she was flirting with George, yeah? So she started off with George.
Yeah, that was
George went,
No, I ain't
listen
having
here,
that. I ain't
listen here, you
messing with
little
you."
rat bag.
Yes.
You piss off,
Yeah.
yeah? She then stuck it on Lenny because she's just fucking wants some bit of cock in her life, yeah?
Yeah.
Lenny, obviously, big fucking fella,
Yeah.
yeah?
Peace.
Yeah, beast.
Mate, honestly, we're going to put this up as an English lit education segment.
Lenny-
She just want a bit of fucking cock in her, you know what I mean?
Lenny knew what to do in the bed.
Lenny, yeah,
He
Lenny
might
was
have put a
decent.
front on, but he knew what to do.
Listen,
Oh, I just want to rub the puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right.
Rub
so,
the rabbits.
you know what I mean?
Such
Then- so he's like, she's like, yeah, fucking go on. And basically what happens is they get to fucking, this is what actually happens, this is what they tell in the book. They get to fucking,
What?
she's like, choke me.
Yep.
He takes it a bit too far, kills her off.
Yeah.
Yeah? Kills her off. At this point, he's gone, oh shit, I've come.
I didn't know this was a CSI episode.
No, he did kill her.
CSI.
It's
or
quite a
Mice and
similar
Men.
ending to Romeo and Juliet, because then Lenny tops his own self and then Lenny dies.
No,
As you
George
will find
kills
out on
Lenny,
the last
doesn't he?
page of every book.
George
of
kills
Vice
Lenny. Or we'll tell him now.
We
George,
have-
George killed Lenny off, didn't he? He went finger the rabbits, bang! Killed his
Look
mate.
at the rabbits.
He went finger the farm, finger the rabbits, and he just fucking skenged him in the nose.
Skanking.
It really is CSI of Mess of Men, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Mice and Men.
Do you know what? There was so many things that we learned about in school, and then looking back at it, you go, "That was fucking stupid."
I don't know any of the shit I remember. Like, mate, I remember being in a chemistry class for 2-3 years, and now I can't tell you fuck all.
Oh, do you know what? Science was so funny. I used to sit next to this girl, and literally, what I'd do is I'd just look over, whatever she put down, I'd put the same answer down. Whenever the teacher would ask me a question, I'd go, yeah. Oh, miss, you got to tell me. I don't know that one. I remember one time I was sitting there with one of my mates, Jacob, and we were just fucking about the whole lesson. She was like, Tom, show me your book. And I'd done fuck all. Literally for the hour, I'd done fuck all. She was like, what are you doing? I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know if it's chemistry, biology, physics. I've got no clue.
Why was there 3?
It's because there's 3 different sciences.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of science.
Well, he done all of them.
Not at GCSE.
No, I retook.
everyone
No,
else did
A level.
anyway.
You done them all at
I did.
A-level?
No, I didn't do biology.
Oh, well, that's
Didn't do
not-
biology.
Oh,
but,
fuck that, yeah.
have we got any? We've got a draft. Should we move into a draft?
Go on, we'll draft.
Should we have a shot?
I thought you had the drafts.
Right, guys, we're going to take a short break there, and we'll come back in a second, alright?
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
Hello, guys, we're back after a break, getting a couple drinks in. So, Sto, you said you had a couple bits you wanted to mention after the break. What you got on?
Oh yeah. So, have you heard about Andrew Tate and Greta Thunberg's little fumble?
Yeah, did
Them
you see
two
this?
just
I did.
beef each other 24/7.
Well, it was weird. I saw the Twitter exchange when it was her saying, "Oh, email me at smalldickenergy.com
Yeah.
or whatever it was," and then his response.
Ain't she like 14, by the
Yeah.
way?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But his response was like, "Oh, why is your email address Small Dick Energy? Because that's your email address. It's not mine. You're saying email me at this." And I was like, "You're 34."
She's 13.
Yeah, like,
I mean, it is a ridiculous.
it's weird that he called
Well,
out Greta
entertaining,
Thunberg.
something that you
I
shouldn't
want to
be
see a boxing
entertaining.
match between them. That's what I want to see.
I know who my money's on. I know who my money's on. Greta's got a mean left hook and all
Yeah,
that.
but she knows like the weather forecast and all that. She like, you know what I mean?
It was nuts because apparently I read about it today. I saw it on Twitter, I saw it on TikTok, I saw it everywhere. Basically, she's grassed him up, or she's had a go at him on Twitter, and then he's made a response to her in a video, and he had like a pizza box on his table. So hello. So then the Hungarian
Romanian police saw
police
this.
knew he was in the country, and they went because they saw the pizza box, and they were like, "Bang, we can get him." And then she's come out. It was cold. The tweet was cold. She was like, "That's why you should recycle your pizza boxes." And I was like, if one person's gonna say that, it's fair play. It's
Yeah.
yeah. David Att.
So if you don't recycle
Pull
your
that
pizza box,
shit
you're going to
off.
get raided by the police.
Yeah,
Oh, speaking about David Attenborough, what do we reckon? Do you reckon he should be a knight by now, shouldn't he?
definitely.
A knight?
He's already knighted.
Sir, is he already sir?
He's Sir
already-
David
Oh,
Attenborough.
good. I just double check, just checking on your
I
child.
thought you wanted to see if he like would look good in a suit of armour. I want to see him.
Or when it's really dark.
Yeah.
When's he gonna die? Let's deep it for a minute.
Who?
When's he gonna
David
die?
Attenborough?
David Att.
He's
I reckon
kicking
he's
the
got 2
bucket
years.
soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Soon.
we haven't told you, have we? We've got a little bet going.
Oh,
on.
wait, you tell me if this
Well, you
is
said you got him on the pod for a minute.
yeah, no, he's after you next week. So, we've got
go downhill from here.
yeah. So we've got a bet. And tell me if this is bad or not. So me and Stowe, we pretty much joke about whatever we want when we're in public. We sort of tone it down a little bit on the podcast. We had a bet on whose grandparents are going to die first. I think his are going to die first. He thinks mine are going to die first.
Mine are younger, man.
Yeah, but his nan is a lot fatter than my nan. But then my nan does have dementia. So you've got to
So really,
even it out.
So if his nan did die, then like, you know, granddad probably wouldn't like. I don't know. If
what's your
a
cash
granddad
out?
died, he wouldn't
Yeah.
hear about it for 6 months because his mum wouldn't tell him.
Yeah,
Nan wouldn't tell him.
Yeah, no, he's got a point because my nan wouldn't remember. So if my granddad died or not. So
But yeah, so that's our little bet anyway. But
what do you reckon?
What's the payment? What's the?
We bet 20 quid in it, wasn't it?
Yeah, go on. I'll give it
Are you
20
offering
quid.
each other cash out yet? Or?
Yeah, I'll give you a cash out.
What's your odds?
Give you 21 quid cash out.
I hope your nans don't watch this. I tell ya.
I doubt my nan, I doubt my 86-year-old nan is logging in on her Spotify.
No, she watches it every week, but she just forgets it.
She heard. She heard I was on.
That's good.
No, but on a similar note, right? I know I'm not going to go into very much detail here, but I know people that have bet on a very, very similar subject, but deeper, like
What? Mum.
generation down.
Mum, dad.
It was fun.
Yeah, but it's a long run, isn't it? Because unless you get hit by natural causes or
No, yeah, we're talking to cancer, dad. Then you.
what like
We talking cancer, Dad? Cancer, Mum?
They could have. Who knows?
what
Yeah.
about like
They could be snapping.
separation?
Yeah, you could bet on divorces.
Yeah.
I genuinely do think so. I did
Imagine
this,
a bookie's doing that.
I did this the other day. Don't you remember when I was at the pub and I was taking bets and I went, fucking hell, bookies are brilliant. Yeah, all you do just literally sit there. But I think you should take bets on real life things. You'd be like, oh, see that bloke over there? What do you reckon on him trying it with matey over there? And if they get and you get a little
Not
bit
very
in.
high, seeing as he's very straight in a comedic relationship.
you get the odds, mate. But everyone loves a little gamble, don't they?
They do.
I was in the pub last night and I was just in there with my mate James, and he's just fucking stood there, and for about 3 hours, no, that's a bit of an exaggeration, 2 hours, is on this little fucking, what they're called, like...
Fruit machines.
Fruit machine. And he's like, oh, I'll cash out. And if anyone didn't need money, it was him. Kid's minted.
Yeah.
Kid's minted. Right? And he's going, he's like complaining over getting an extra. Shall I carry on going? We're like, no. You take your 35 quid winnings and you run. He's winning it. We've gone from this pub to Hoddesdon.
Yeah.
Come back to the first pub. I went, how much have you actually won? Because he gave me £20 cash to put a bet on for him. So I put this bet on, lost. Right?
So he's straight away.
So he's only 20 quid down. He's only earned 15 quid winnings today. And he's gone back on the same fruit machine and he's left £10 under.
Well, yeah, but I never get... So, like, I love gambling. I play poker all the time, which is more a calculated risk, yeah? But I do not get fruit machines. You lose on fruit machines.
Yeah, I don't get them as well. Like,
Once
you
you
literally
win,
go
you
to them.
run.
It's literally a machine that just takes your money. You basically just go and here you go, mate, have that. And you know what? You know what I don't get? Them fucking. If you go into a casino and you walk in there and you just got these grannies.
Do you know what? It is
Like,
mental.
yeah.
So, I did want to mention this because I go to casinos quite often. I go probably once a month, and you go in there and you go in there. Let's say we went on a Tuesday once, me, you, and Louis, and you see 70 to 80-year-old women just on a slot machine like this. And
Chinese women. Bouncing between machines.
Hey,
Might be racist,
Asian women. I don't want to assume.
Yeah, that's bad, right?
Yeah. I
Asian
remember
women.
we went to the Hippodrome once. It was like a Monday afternoon. It was my first time going. I was just 18. We was in London, and we went in there, and I was seeing this Asian woman. She went in there. We were just literally looking, hadn't seen anything. She had these chips in her, and I was like, oh, what's that? And I saw her put £3,000 on the roulette machine.
Oh, they have silly money.
I was
don't
like,
they?
sorry.
They do that, and then they bounce to the machine, the table next door, do the same thing, next one, and then they rotate between the three. They come back, check the results, go to that one, check the results, that one, check, and then they go again. They land. It's
Mate,
mental.
it's fucked. But the thing is, I said that, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, poker is glamorised so much in film and stuff, yeah? In realistic terms, you sit next to a sweaty Eastern European man who doesn't talk the whole time. Yeah, it's fucking shit going there
You want to talk about
sometimes.
the machine?
Oh, the machine! We went there, went to casino play poker. There was this guy, yeah, literally fucking sharp haircut, no problem, yeah? And every movement he made was... Like, it was just robotic as fuck.
And it's like, oh, you're right, mate? And he was like, yes.
What?
Computing.
Yeah.
My only Hippodrome story, right? I've gone with my partner, right? And we walked in, we had a few drinks, we met a few of our mates who went on holiday, and I went, oh, we're going on Leicester Square, let's go in Hippodrome. You've never been in a casino before. We'll show you what it's like. I went, I'll get 50 quid out. If we lose it, we lose it. If we don't, we don't. My 50 quid, right?
Right.
Granted. I've got the money out. We went on the little least expensive table, and I went, oh, go on, pick a couple of numbers. What comes in? The one she fucking picks. Right? We walked out of there, we put like 300 quid, and she went, do I get half? And I went, would you have given me half if we'd have lost it all? No. No. So I went,
It's always
I'll get us dinner, and we'll go home.
Oh,
Mate,
boss,
it's always
he's
the
buzzing.
one, isn't it? When you're like, you're backing something. You like you said on a roulette table, there's someone behind you. Go on, bet. I swear. Yeah, go on, bet. Yeah, go on, you've got that. Yeah. Lose it. Oh, I don't know what you did that for.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
idiot.
never have done
Yeah.
that. Oh.
So, one thing that we all have in common is we love travelling. We go all over the world. So, you said you got a couple horror
We
stories.
haven't been all over the world, but we've...
Oh, well, I've done a bit. I've done a bit. You've done a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say all over the world.
Europe.
I've done America.
I've done America
I've
once.
Canada.
I was Florida, I was 11, just after the diabetes camp.
Well, was that to treat yourself?
Yeah.
Wait, it came
I've been
out-
diagnosed with
Okay,
diabetes.
give me
Let get some
2
buckets.
seconds, lads, because the fucking washing machine's going off.
Who has a podcast going and a washing machine at the same time, really, innit? They don't get
Oh,
this
we
on the
got
fucking
shots. Oh, we
Stephen
are still
podcast, do
going.
they? Mate, I want to do... You know that?
Get some shots, Tom, way over there.
Yeah, get some shots, Tom.
What shots of what? Gin?
No, washing up liquid.
Yeah, use the gin.
Oh, I'm not having any shots of this. See that?
What is that?
This is vile. It tastes like fucking piss. It tastes like piss in a bottle.
It tastes like piss in a bottle, Tom's saying, so we can't hear him.
We still think we got an advertisement in there. They might start offering you lot money.
Yeah.
Okay. Washing machine's done.
Oh.
Relationship
Oh.
advice. Always tell the woman when
Oh,
to
wow.
get her. washing machine is done.
Oh, I want to hear boom, boom, boom. Fuck you, bitch. Bam. That's what I want to hear.
Hey, all I'm going to say is gender roles are in check. You know?
I'm still recording.
That's such a pink job.
You know what I do love? You know what I do love though? The fact how this is such an unprofessional podcast.
What do you mean? We got look at the camera setup we got here. Look at this, the lighting and all that.
I want to see. You know
All
that
the cables.
Oh, the cable.
You know,
Look at these mics. I've got a red one. Brilliant.
I want to see Diary of a CEO just one day just be like, "Yo, babe, get a couple of shots in. The washing machine's gone off. Wait a minute, she pulls this." Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, today I'm doing it at my mum's house because we haven't got a studio yet. Just imagine.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. Today we're doing the dishwasher podcast.
It's really intense. You know,
Sorry.
Have you seen some of these like podcasts? Like some of these like proper professional podcasters. Like they're so intense. They look at the camera like, so today we have sparks, explosions going on.
We're different today.
Literally, about an
like-
hour before I come here, he had Charlie Sloth on there talking about AU vodka. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
no way he set up AU vodka. And he was like, yeah, it's worth 800 million now. Next year we're looking at making it a unicorn. And the bloke's like, explain what a unicorn is. And I was like, what the fuck?
It's a horse with a
Sorry,
horn.
CEO, is it?
Yeah, and he was like, a unicorn is when a company's worth over $1 billion. And I was like, oh, right. Charlie Sloth's got £1 billion company in vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're still doing this out of Tom's mum's house.
Yeah,
so
that's
one day
fair.
we'll get there.
Lovely house, to be fair. Lovely house.
Who's the real winner?
But going on
We was mentioning travelling. That's what we wanted to do, wasn't it? So we was gonna say, Liam, you had a couple horror stories from travelling.
No, one horror story, one polar opposites of each other, right? I've been to a few countries this year, and the horror story doesn't include going to Krakow and Auschwitz.
a crack house in Auschwitz.
No, oh my god, you're so fucking retarded.
What did he say?
Krakow and Auschwitz.
Oh,
Krakow, do you know what Krakow is?
No, I
Oh, I
don't.
thought
No.
it was going to be area. Oh, yeah.
What's a crack house?
Come on.
Krakow is a city in Poland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not just Krakow's in
Well, they might have changed the place up a bit. I bet
No.
it hasn't been occupied in a while. Someone who knows in there now.
This is technically half a horror story. but
Oh
we'll carry
my
on.
god, sorry. You glossing over him calling Auschwitz a Krakow.
I've just
I said no one's been there for a while. They might have moved in.
No, that's
Who's
Chernobyl. No one's
occupied-
been
Jew
there.
are outrageous, you know that?
Wow. Right,
He's
so
Jewish.
I fancy going to Auschwitz, see what all the cracks
That's
about.
weird. That what? It's not a nightclub. See what
So-
we see what he's about when they say that Auschwitz. Come on, lads.
Bit of a dead atmosphere here, really. I'll be honest with you. Fucking hell.
At one point, it was full of people.
Yeah.
That is mental. That is mental.
God, yeah. So you went
It's
to
Right.
really
no.
gone downhill since the 40s.
I just don't get the numbers anymore. I can't have the right DJs in. That is nuts.
No, they used to have loads of birds in there. Though. That's what
Ah,
I God.
yeah.
Honestly, the effects were outrageous.
People were gassed going there.
Ah, you
trust me.
nicked it. I was about to go, people used to gas it up. Right, we'll move on. We'll move on.
Oh,
Yes.
God. Enough Auschwitz jokes.
Oh, I can't wait to lose my job.
Look, realistically, if any of the 30 people watching, yeah, decide to work for your place, send this to them, fair play. Go on.
Got it. Anyway, we're.
By the way, my mum's definitely going to watch, so hello, mum.
Hello, Mum. Hello,
She
Liam's
warned
mum
me
too.
about drinking and showing myself up, and I haven't done that yet.
No, not yet.
No,
no.
if
Carry on
anything,
about your
if
Auschwitz.
anything,
Right.
if anything, have a bit more to drink.
Carry on about
So,
Auschwitz.
we've gone to Krakow, Auschwitz, loving it.
Yep.
There's a few stories about the old place. Krakow is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
We went out there, me and Meg, saw stag doos, joined the stag doos, met two couples, went out on the piss with them. It was great. Done a bit of karaoke, which I'm a bit fond of.
Yeah.
Smashed it up. The town is beautiful. Cheap food, cheap drink. You're laughing. Went from there. Next morning, we've woke up. We're going to Auschwitz at like 9 o'clock. The coach is picking us up. It's about an hour drive out. So I've woken up. I went, fuck, I ain't got any water. I'm acting like I'm in Turkey. Like I couldn't just drink out of the tap if I was dying. And I went, I'm going to walk to the petrol station down the road. Left the hotel. And it was proper just after the end of COVID. So everywhere else was dealing with it. Gone into this petrol station without a mask on. 'Cause I'm hungover to shit, right? I've walked in there. And I've walked out and I went, oh, fuck. What is this bloke questioning people about? Copper? Or whatever you call them in Poland. Right?
A Polish copper.
Polish copper, stood there, and he's just like, this bloke, you haven't got a mask on, blah, blah, blah. And then his mate comes round the back and goes, why haven't you got a mask on? I went, what do I do? I went, blagged it. Sorry, mate, I didn't know that was the rule. In England, because I'm a diabetic, you don't have to. And he went, are you a diabetic? And I was like, yeah, I can prove it to you. I've got a thing on my arm, because usually I wear this sensor on my arm that shows I'm a diabetic. And he was like, we need to question it a bit. And I was like, mate, I'm just a diabetic. I just went in and got a bottle of water and a pack of sweets. Like,
Yeah.
We'll move on. He let me go, and he was like, usually we give people like an €80 fine for this. And I was like, mate,
€80 fine for not
imagine
wearing
an
a
£80
mask.
bottle of water.
Yeah.
That'd be a
you know-
joke.
Same with me and Cora were in Paris, and went into this room, and I shit you not, this is the hottest room I've ever been in my life.
Oh, yeah? Lots of naked women in there?
No, it was, mate. It was genuinely. I felt like I was in an oven that was in a sauna. Like I felt like it was on the sun. All right, it was.
You
fucked.
thought you was in the Sahara Desert on the sun?
Yeah, it was so fucked how hot it was in there, and we literally was like, we're going, oh fuck! It got so hot that I got a bottle of water out of the mini fridge. All right, the mini fridge, yeah. A 250ml bottle of water cost me €6.
Stinger.
€6 for a
Mate.
bottle of water.
Do you reckon they purposely sabotaged the heating to turn it up to make it...
Maybe they might have done us. They might have been geniuses. So,
Yeah,
have you had any horrible travel stories?
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing like
But
that.
what I wanted to bring up was so when this would have been released, it's just in the new year. So have we got any New Year's resolutions, boys, or anything
What are you
that you want to change? I don't get New Year's resolutions though. That's
Well,
what
yeah,
I don't
also don't get them because if you're going to do something in the new year, do it in October. You
I'm a
stupid.
Get in
big
early.
fan of it. I'm a massive fan.
get. All right, so go on. Then.
I
What did
weren't
you
a
do?
massive fan of it because I've never done it before this year, and I've absolutely nearly cleared one. And unless we're getting Jaeger bombs out, I'm gonna survive it.
What is it? No Jaeger bombs
So
and
basically,
staying
I
sober
used
the whole
to-
year.
I've always been a fan of Red Bull, like sugar-free Red Bull, not the sugary one. It's too sickly for me.
Because you also
But
got
the sugar-free one, I
diabetes.
love the flavour of it. Right, I could have it in a meal deal, easy to get. You get the big can, laughing. Right.
Yeah.
So that was always my go-to. I'd have a Red Bull with a meal deal. I'd probably have one or two every now and then. I'd probably end up having 5 a week. So not 1 or 2 every now and then.
Yeah.
More than that. So at the start of the year, I was like, I really need to stop drinking this shit. And I went, bang, not having it. I've been everywhere this year, not touched a can of Red Bull. I've had mates offer me Jaeger bombs, bang, this, that, the other. I'm like, I'm not having it. I'm on a diet. I almost ruined it about a month ago. Went to the pub for Arsenal, and I've walked in there, and my mate was in there with a few of his workmates. And he went, oh, we'll get the Jaeger bombs in. I went, all right. And I went, it snapped last minute. I was like, I can't have that. I went, no, just give me the plastic, and the plastic little shot glass they use in football pubs with the Jaeger in it, and I put some beer in it, and that was it. And I was just like, I can't touch it. And I've succeeded. Touch wood, I last the next 24 hours. We're not doing my Red Bull for a year.
But what if you started that October 12th and then just went to October 12th and done the same thing? That's what
So,
I'm saying.
Yeah,
is your
I
New Year's
agree,
resolution
I
just
agree.
not having like
Red Bull this year. Next year, I'm going big.
That is
Go-
a
you're so-
shit New Year's
Are you
resolution.
hearing this? He went, oh, on Red Bull sugar-free, I'm going big.
No, next year I'm going big. That was
What
my
do you mean
start.
how can you go big on sugar-free Red
That
Bull?
is not a New Year's resolution. All you've said is that you've not had Red Bull all year.
Yeah, but you don't know how much I used to drink it.
That was my New Year's resolution.
You don't know how much I used to drink it. I was a
Some
bit of
people
a
are like, I'm going to
menace.
stop smoking, I'm going to
Oh,
start
wow.
fucking running, I'm going to go to the gym. I didn't drink a fizzy drink. Wow. No,
So have you
It's a
got
nice fizzy drink though.
have you got any New Year's resolutions for the new year?
I don't do them because, like, what's the point? If you're going to do something, you don't need
Do-
to
yeah,
do
that's-
it
that's-
instantly.
Tom, you strike me as the person that makes them and then gives them up.
I don't.
And
I
then
don't. I
you give
don't
off the excuse, bollocks, I don't want to do it.
no. What I do is I don't make them in the first place. Don't set expectations you can't
Boom.
reach.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, look,
It's not a bad way to live it.
I'm a
I
per-
just cannot be like. So the gym's going to get so busy next week of all these
Yeah,
people.
I'm one of them.
mate.
Are you one of them?
You got a
I've
gym
been
next week.
paying Pure Gym, Brookfield. I went, smashed it. We're back to I'm doing classes.
Yeah.
Me and all the mums.
Yeah.
My mates
Yeah.
were like, I'm not doing a fucking class with you. Dragged them to them a couple of times and they were looking at me like I killed someone. Right? The classes in Pure Gym.
What a class.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I've been once since I come back from my holiday and I've come back on the 1st of September.
Oh wow.
So that's like 4 months of
But what
Joe,
a waste of a membership, though,
You've
isn't
got
it?
you've got a funny story. So Stowe, me and Stowe obviously call all the time. He called me up. He's like, "Oh, I'm just about to go to the gym. He goes to the gym and he's like, oh shit, I've got hired. I was like, what do you mean you got hired? He's like, as a personal trainer here, he always asks me to join his class, but I don't want to do it, and I'm scared to tell him no.
Mate, no, shout to Andy, right? Because I was surprised. Mate, Andy's a great guy, right? So he comes.
Hey.
So a year ago, right? It's Andy. He found me.
Sorry, guys, that's
like
my dog.
over a year ago. Guy at the gym, he's like, "Come on."
One sec. Let me just stop that 1 second.
Here, go on.
Hey.
Give him a kick for me.
Imagine I brought up that whole Auschwitz story and not even mentioned Auschwitz.
What do you mean? Oh, he didn't even go in. Was it good?
Yeah, it was fucking class. If you don't get a chance to go to Auschwitz, go
Yeah.
and you won't realise, you can see pictures, but you won't realise how big it is until you're stood in the middle of it. And you look either way and you're like, fuck me, it's massive. Imagine buildings the size of our school that were used for like gas chambers,
Yeah.
and they were just demolished to smithereens.
No.
Like, there wasn't there.
Mental, innit?
Oh, that sounds horrible. Oh, we're still recording.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Alright. Just talk about Andy when I get back, alright? So just clap and talk about Andy.
We don't have to clap because it's still synced.
Oh, cool.
Unless they've come off, make sure they're still recording.
Recording. Record a leg. Oh my god, are you joking?
Don't worm me up. Oh.
You taking a piss, Lee? You didn't click fucking start on your
You
mic?
didn't tell me to click go. Because you clapped. I thought you went bang, 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 and then clapped to sync it.
Okay, it's not the end of the world. We just haven't heard.
You taking the piss?
Oh, no.
We've got it all on record. You stupid cunt, you can't lie.
No.
You said.
Record it now! Hold up. First time round, Tom goes, will you press the button at the same time? And then Stowe goes, if we don't get it, we will clap and we'll sync it up. So, you've gone, second time round, you've gone bang, bang, bang. Not my hand's nowhere near the button, so you should have known I wasn't involved. And then clap, so I thought, oh, you must have pressed all three, clapped, and then so will sync it up.
No, I understand that theory, Tom. And also, he's a guest. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Geez, I said to you, click that button when I go, yeah? And then you went, you didn't say go, so I didn't click it. I went, alright, we'll do it again. 3, 2, 1, go.
No, but then when we stopped, went, and then we came back.
Oh, so it's just a second half. Okay, my bad. It's just a second.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a second half. Alright,
Just
cool.
When he was telling all these stories about
Just my
all the
boring
good things that he's been
Auschwitz
talking
story.
about for the last 20 minutes, when it's been basically a Liam show.
Yeah.
The good bit.
Yeah, okay, alright, cool. Anyway, alright, after that, you were talking about Andy.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe we
just...
shouldn't do these fucking piss.
Or just do it yourself and not make him do it, bless
It's
him.
not hard to click
He's
a
a
button.
guest. He doesn't know what
No,
he's doing.
bollocks to the
This
guest.
is not Liam at all. Imagine if we got fucking, I don't know, Oprah Winfrey on and we was like, Oprah, why are you not putting on your mic?
No, if
Whoa,
we
whoa,
got
whoa, you don't
no,
record the
listen,
camera.
listen.
Fuck
If we
you,
got,
do something useful, love.
if we got Oprah Winfrey on and I went click that button, she went, I'm a guest. I'd go fuck off then. If she's that,
don't think you would though.
You bother.
Yeah, fuck
no,
off.
sorry. If
You'd
she's
be
a
going,
cunt,
yes, Oprah, I'll
no,
do anything you want, Oprah.
no.
Thank you
If
for
someone's a
coming on here.
knobhead, someone's a knobhead. I want to be with him. I don't care.
Are you,
Fuck 'em
are
off.
you calling out Oprah Winfrey?
Listen, Oprah.
National treasure.
That is nuts.
If someone's a knobhead, they're a knobhead. Why should you care if they're famous?
Yeah, but it depends what it's going to benefit you with. You can deal with knobheads if they benefit you.
You can deal with knobheads if they benefit.
I'm
How
gonna
does a
get that tattooed,
knobhead
I reckon.
benefit? Yeah.
If a knobhead's benefiting you...
Getting Chinese and Cantonese.
Yeah,
in your
you're
eye.
already on.
advantage of that.
What knobheads have you spoke to that benefit you? And
I'm
don't
not
win.
saying I have, but I'm saying if someone went to me,
Yeah, go
if I had a child, right, and he had football training, Cristiano Ronaldo, imagine he was, I'm not saying he is, biggest prick in the world, and he goes, oh, do you fancy me coming down and giving your kids an hour of training? Yes. You can be an absolute prick Cristiano Ronaldo is training your child.
Yeah, but imagine Cristiano Ronaldo that whole time was just spitting on your child, telling him how shit he was. You'd go, actually, Christy, give it a rest.
It depends if he keeps the ball or not. If he's leading all the time, then fair play, Christy, get involved.
What is going on, right?
You've got no idea.
Anyway, Anyway,
Andy.
my PT.
Sorry, just the PT you're
It's
scared
got a
of.
bit downhill, isn't it, in a second off? Shout out to my PT trainer. Well, he's not my PT trainer. He's a PT trainer at the gym, and he always tried to get me involved in this like rig, and it's just like this like class, whatever, yeah. And a year and a half ago, he kept going to me, "Oh, come down and do one of them," and I was like, "No, I'm not doing one of them. I'm not." Well, anyway, one day I had in my head, and I said, "That's it. Everything from now on, if it's an opportunity that benefits me or does something better for me, or is for the greater good, I'm going to commit myself to it. I'm going to say yes, okay, if it presents myself." One day I go to the gym, and he's gone to me, "Stephen, you going to do the rig tomorrow?" And I've gone, "Fuck it. You know what, Andy? I'm going to do it, yeah?" And ever since then, he's held me a fucking accountable to cunt.
Yeah.
I'm out. And it got to a point where I was doing it, like, week after week, and I'm going, "Yeah, fucking hell, smashed it. He's a fucking bastard, yeah?" And then it got to about 6 months in, and I instead of saying, "No, Andy, I don't want to do it this week," I just go, "Fuck, Andy's there, I'm hiding." So I walk back out. I do a run. I'll
You're
come back
so
later.
bad. Imagine being scared of just someone who's at your gym.
He'd be on the phone to me, and he'll be on the phone talking to him. And I go, "Oh, mate, Tom." He goes, "What?" I go, "I've just seen Andy." He goes, "So?" I go, "I got to run."
God.
I got to hide. But yeah, no, he is a good little
There's
thing.
nothing worse than someone's a bit pushy, is there?
He's not even pushing.
Yeah.
It's just I've said it in my house.
This week to be on this podcast.
Yeah, I know. Everyone else will turn us down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, seriously, you are the fourth option.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing we wanted to do is, Liam, you told me you're big into your cinema. Yeah, you go to cinema a lot. So I think what we're going to do before we get into that is do a draft. We're going to do another draft. We're going to treat the people out there. We're going to do a draft on the best villains. All right? Okay. I'm going to start off because I probably watch the least TV here. My first choice,
TV and film. So
TV and film.
TV and film.
I'm going to take as the best villain of all time. Give me Mr. Vader. I'm going to take Darth himself. I'm going to take Darth Vader.
I'm not a massive Star Wars.
I have
fan,
never seen Star Wars. I just know he's a knob.
Yeah,
That's
like,
all I
he's
know.
massive. He is massive.
And I've heard he's dad as well, isn't he? Luke.
He is, mate. He's dead.
He's Luke's dad.
Give me Jimmy Savile.
People.
Oh, sorry, you can't say Jimmy Savile.
Why not? He's a villain.
That don't count.
He's got his own TV
I would
documentary.
argue.
No.
Why not?
We're not having that.
No.
Go on.
No.
You're going to say, go on, Darth Vader's worse than Jimmy Savile, are you?
No. Look, hear me out.
Technically, yes.
Oh, hear you
Killed
out.
more people.
Look, Jimmy Savile was no.
National
No,
treasure.
you're not having Jimmy Savile. Pick a.
Why not?
Because he's not a
He's not a villain, is he?
He's not a notorious villain, is
Yes,
he?
he is.
No, he's not. He's
Yes,
not a
he
villain.
In the
Why is he
public
not
eye.
notorious?
BBC love him, but
No, he's notorious. He's not a villain. Yeah, look, BBC fucking. He was Sir Jimmy Savile before he died. Pick someone else. You're not allowed.
He was Sir Darth. He was a fucking Jedi Knight.
Vader.
The Queen giving him a lightsaber. He went over his shoulder.
He was a Jedi before.
No, go on, what-
In fact, I think them two are parallel. They both were really everyone respected them, and then all of a sudden just went downhill.
You can't have Jimmy
On
Savile.
Tuesday.
It's gone to the board of directors and it's been declined. You can't have it.
Oh, okay, fine. Give me Bowser.
Oh no, that's a shout.
Shit.
No, you're hating on Bowser. Bowser's a good pick.
Go on, then give me. Go on,
Are
give
you
me something
taking
better than Bowser.
I was going to go elsewhere, but I thought you'd take this one. But if we're talking about iconic villains that have changed the face of film
Villainy.
and literature,
Yeah.
give me Lord Voldemort.
Oh, I was going to say.
Good one. Good one.
He was my next pick. I was going to take Voldemort. So I'm going to go for.
Voldemort. So Lord Voldemort.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the most hated character, I think, in TV history. I don't think there's anyone who's ever gone, wow, that guy was nice.
I know you're going to say
I'm going to take King Joffrey. That guy.
Joffrey. but-
Joffrey.
Joffrey. Are we going to have
Good,
King
it's
Joffrey?
good.
No, I'm taking.
I allow it because I knew what you meant.
Yeah,
I knew it
Joffrey.
was in my head.
Yeah, I watched up to that season and I stopped watching, but I hated that knobhead.
He was a wanker.
He was a big bellend.
Give me Gustavo Fring.
I actually liked him.
I liked
Oh,
him.
I thought he was better than
Are we
fucking
just going for
Walter.
coolest villains, or are we just going for most
Oh, yeah,
hated?
that's a
Or
good point.
Yeah, okay,
He's a
but
cool
Like a
villain.
Yeah, you can like a villain.
Technically, Walter White's a villain.
exactly.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
really
yeah,
into it,
yeah.
Walter White's a villain.
Yeah, no, I can see. Because I say you're going for a different route on the
I'll
villain.
give you that. I like it.
Alright,
We're just gonna do two each?
2 or 3.
We did 2.
He wants to do 3.
Oh, go on and give us your third.
I'm struggling. No.
I was my second. You
I got-
started, didn't you?
No. Oh yeah, yeah. You're on your
Yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah. Just do 2.
I could have gone straight back down the Harry Potter route because there's a horrible character, 2 horrible characters you could just pick off the bone.
Go on.
I'll change it up.
Yeah, you've already covered the Harry
I'm going,
Potter.
are we going on performance?
Whatever you
You can
want,
whatever you
mate.
like. If you can justify it.
Heath Ledger's Joker. What a villain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Name of
Good
that
villain.
in TV.
Good villain.
I think
yeah.
Joker as
Just
a whole
Joker.
is a good shout.
Yeah,
Alright, okay.
Joker with Joaquin Phoenix is a great shout.
Yeah.
If any of you want to take that.
No, do you know
I'm
what?
taking Heath Ledger.
I'm gonna take an off-road pick. All right, everyone looks at this guy as a hero. Yeah, I think people say he's a saint. I think he's a cunt. All right, Santa Claus has slaves. He has slaves. Elves are slaves. I'm taking Santa Claus as a villain. People think he's not a villain.
They can leave on their own accord. He doesn't have them
Geez,
hostage.
the guy is a pedo and a drink driver. The guy goes in looking at kids when they sleep, nonce, all right, yeah, and then he drinks 3 billion brandies and goes on his sleigh. I don't know,
and comes down everyone's chimney, apparently.
exactly. He's a perv, pedo, slave owning, drink driving. I would argue Jimmy Savile's better than Santa Claus.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
Okay. All right, go on, Stowe.
This is what happens when we have a drink.
Go on, Stowe.
End it.
Who's your last pick?
Give me the McCains.
Jerry and Kate.
No, we're not going that way.
Sorry, he said McCain's like the chip family.
Yeah.
Give me that chip company. all right? You mean McCann?
Yeah, the McCanns.
Okay, you
Acting
getting.
like a diabetic, you ate carbs. It's fine.
Go on, where you go, William?
I feel like I've got to put a bit of a silly one in there now.
You haven't got to. You can try and win.
That's fine. Put me in. You're going to push me. You're
I
gonna
am.
push me.
I'm gonna have to push you.
I thought you had one.
Andrew Tate.
Wow. Okay.
I don't mind him.
You've sold it, Liam. You've sold it. Imagine going, this guy is diabolical.
I
Great
know why
fella.
everyone else don't like him.
No,
I
he's a
just
horrible
think he's
guy.
a funny bastard. I don't agree with a lot of the shit he comes out with.
To be fair, he says some stuff and I go,
It is
that's funny. That's funny.
But he does say some sensible shit as well. Like I've seen TikTok about him. I'm not even going into it.
Yeah, good shout, good shout. All right.
I don't know who you're talking about.
This is his screensaver, by the way. It's Andrew Tate. So let's do
Got a
it.
fake photo of him in my fucking wardrobe.
Every single time he posts a picture, or the caption is, "What colour's your brigade?" So let's vote. So Stowe, who you're three? You got the McCanns.
I got the McCanns.
Pick one. You can't have two people.
Bowser.
Yeah, Jerry or Kate.
I don't know. One of them could have done it.
No, I don't know. Pick one.
It's a nasty little piece of work.
God, are you having Jerry?
I have Kate then.
Yeah, that's Kate, yeah,
Have a film
alright.
favourite.
No, you're going Kate.
Kate
Alright.
McCann, Bowser, and Gustavo Fring.
Okay, there you go, William. You got Andrew Tate,
Andrew Tate, Joker, specifically
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's version, and Voldemort.
All right, and I've got King Joffrey, Darth Vader, and the biggest of them all, Santa Claus. Who are you voting for? I'm gonna go with Jesus. Both of yours are horrible.
What? Voldemort and Joker are major.
I am gonna lean towards Liam.
Yeah, I'm picking Liam as well.
Yeah,
I
there
think
you
Okay, I was going to give it to you.
Yeah.
You're gonna give Santa Claus as the
Nah,
biggest villain of all
No,
time.
he is.
Because purely on how big Joffrey is and
Joffrey is a bellend.
He's a
No one has ever watched that.
society.
Gone, yeah, that good
One
guy.
person I hate more than Joffrey is the director of the last, Dan and Dave, that directed the last season of Game of Thrones. They
Alright.
ruined it.
I haven't seen the last season, but apparently it was a bit of a nightmare.
Waste of time. Don't worry.
So, one thing you said you wanted to bring up was the cinema, Liam. You said you watch the cinema a lot. What is something that is interesting about watching the cinema?
Well, so
Sorry.
This is like a direct.
Oh, sorry.
Leading the witness.
That was so bad. That is so boring.
Let's talk about a film that you've once seen.
wow.
You've seen the good films. He's like, what are we going to do? It's a podcast.
I don't. That was leading down to a very.
No, it was. No, do you know what? I
Used
stitched.
no tangents.
I stitched. That was a short ball. I've done you in for a 50-50 there. That's my bad.
Liam, you like things.
Yeah, I like.
Tell us about things that you like.
Well, basically, I've been in the cinema a lot. Haven't I? So, I've seen 55 new films this year,
Yeah.
plus 2 re-shows. As you'd like to hear.
What are you like? What, trying to get a job at Netflix?
Did you try and break the fourth wall?
I thought after I got ruined for liking the cinema.
Yeah.
I've got a few off the top of my head that
Go
I
on.
liked and didn't
Go-
like.
go
Didn't
on.
like
What's the worst film you've seen this year?
the new
His mum's sex tape.
Jackass. No story to
Take a
it.
second.
Weren't as good as the originals. Load of shit. People throwing themselves into stuff, but not as fun as what they.
I'm not going to say. So I've seen Jackass. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't think it's funny at all. I don't know. I don't find it. I don't think just hurting yourself's funny. I think there's no, comedic
trying to
value
hurt other
there.
people. That's
Yeah.
funny.
No, it ain't.
If I hit you in the
Hurt people,
balls,
no. Hurt people emotionally, funny. Yeah. Physically, that hurts.
literally.
That's what I think. You know what the old saying say.
What do you reckon could be? Oh, have we told him about the greatest prank of all time?
Oh, we haven't even mentioned this on the pod at all, have we?
This is the podcast. What do you mean?
I'm saying we haven't mentioned it on any podcast before.
No.
Oh,
How many podcasts have you both been on?
yeah. This is my side podcast. I've got the Stephen Owen show to go to after this. Actually.
yeah. So there was this one bit. It's my favourite joke I've ever done on Stowe. It's a joke that went on for 3 years. Did the good joke go on for?
This has gone for 4 years.
4 years. 4 years the joke went on for. So basically, me and my current partner, she was around my house, and Stowe pulled up, and he saw another woman with me and my current partner, right, in the house. And I said to him,
And it was really dark as well. That's the thing.
Really
It was
dark.
pitch black. I've come in and I've about to go in, and I was with a couple of my other friends, right? And we all come in. We're about to go in, and he quickly sees us pull up, sees the car pull up, runs inside, and turns around and shuts the door. And I then see a girl, and he's like, "Go away! Why have you come here?" And I'm like, "That's weird. That's so." I mean, was he with one of her friends or something? And then he doesn't bring it up for weeks and end, right? Doesn't mention it or anything, right? And I then said he then sends me a long paragraph. He's like, "Don't do that. Don't come to my house." And he got really angry, really.
I did. I got angry, and I don't get angry a lot, but I just said to him, look, don't come to my house, and when I tell you to leave, stay. I mean, look, me and Stowe obviously were best mates. If I tell you to leave, leave. Yeah, that's the way I was going. So I said to him, look, leave. Yeah?
Anyway.
He didn't leave.
It
So
could have been getting robbed though, and it could have been someone else on the phone going, "Leave now," and he thought,
no, this was in person, so unless someone had a gun to my back at the
I
door...
thought it was a text.
No, so
Anyway, so a couple of weeks go by, right? And he doesn't really say it. I said to him, "Who was that?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And I was like, "What do you mean, don't worry about it? Like, I know he was with Cara, I know he was with your girlfriend, but who's the other person?" And he was just being really off and weird about it.
I wouldn't tell him. I'd go, look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about who the other person is. Don't look into it. Don't worry about it, all right? Stowe goes, I know what's happened. Yeah? He comes to me, he goes, I know exactly what's happened. You've had a threesome, haven't you? He goes, and you just won't tell me. He goes, I know it. I go, look.
Bearing in mind, it weren't just an easy conclusion. It was weeks and weeks of him asking.
Oh, there was little bits.
There was loads of things. I'd drive round somewhere and I'd say, "Oh, where are you?" And he'd be like, "Turn off his location," and he'd be secretive. And I'm like, "What's going on there?" And then one day he'd come we'd be round the corner or somewhere, and he'd ask me to. I can meet you. And I was like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I don't mind." He comes meet us. He's like, "In 5 minutes." Lots of little breadcrumb
little
things.
bits. You'd see.
Something. Either he's a spy, or something's going on, right?
So he was like, okay, I've worked it out. You've had a threesome with one of your current partners and her mates. And I've gone, I've got no idea what you're on about. I ain't got a clue what you're on about.
Save it for the pod.
I went, I ain't got a clue. He goes, listen, mate, look, you've done this. I went, look, I'm not saying, I can't confirm or deny anything. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that did happen. what are you thinking? He'd ask me questions. He'd go, look, hypothetically speaking, is this guy? I go, hypothetically speaking, it could be, all right. And we're talking about, and it goes on for years, like a couple.
This is what happens. He then said to me, Stephen, I'll tell you at the barbecue.
Oh, this is the best bit. I didn't mention this. I told him I'll tell him at the barbecue. This is the rule. I'll tell him at the barbecue. So this was in like
4 years ago.
It's 4 years ago
in the winter time.
And I went, I'll tell you at the barbecue.
So he knows he's got like, he said to me, look, there's got to be certain conditions, but I'm going to tell you it, and I've got to tell you in person. There's a reason why I've got to do this. And
So
I'm like, all right.
So I said, I'll tell you at the barbecue. Here's the rules, all right? You can't just bring a barbecue to somewhere, all right? It's got to be at a barbecue that's been arranged, more than 7 people are there, and it's hotter than 18 degrees. That's the rules, all right? If that's for me, is a barbecue. Yeah?
Anything else, just cooking outdoors.
Exactly, that's cooking outdoors, ain't a barbecue. So I said to him, well, I'll tell you at the barbecue. That year, he can't make it. He's working. No, couldn't make it. Don't worry, mate. Tell you the next barbecue. No barbecue happens till the year after. The year after that, I go away to America for 3 months. No barbecue happens.
Bearing in mind, throughout these like years as well, I've been going like,
Tell me what's happening.
Fill
He's
me in.
constantly
And he'd just be like, no, I'm not telling you, mate. You got to wait for the barbecue. All right, he's just been playing on my ear, right? Never once. And for the first year, by the way, I wasn't convinced that he had like a threesome or anything. I just said, who was that person? Like, what happened? And it wasn't like instantly. I was like, oh, you must have a threesome, right? For about a year, I was like asking questions. I said to him, what happened? And then things would happen throughout that year that would make me, in my mind, go, okay, that kind of makes sense. I was putting things together. And then I come up with a story. Year 2 rolls around. It gets to the summertime. And I'm like, all right, barbecue's coming up. And he's like, yeah. Boom, fucks off to America for like 3 months. So I don't see him throughout the whole summer. And I'm like, shit, what's going on? Next year, I'm like, well, I missed it. I've got to wait around for the next year for it to happen.
COVID happens. No barbecues happen.
We don't even go outside or
So
nothing.
this whole, by the way, I'm really underplaying this. Me and Stowe would ask me about this. Once a week, once every 2 weeks.
We'd just be on a phone call and I'd be like, oh, and then it got to the point, right, where we'd be like in a group setting, right, and we'd just be talking about boys and friends and all that, yeah, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, no one here's had a threesome, have they? Hey, Tom.
Trying to dig me out, trying to get me out. Yeah?
Trying to get him
Never have I ever playing a game. Never have I ever.
Is that dig though?
Well,
He's actually beefing you up.
Yeah.
well, this is
You're gonna
what.
play
See,
that off.
this is what he also said. He said to me, "I'll tell you, but you've got to promise never to mention it to anyone ever."
Yeah, there's no
And I'm
20
like,
people.
why don't he want me to mention? He said, look, Cara can't know about this. My girlfriend cannot know about this if I do tell you this thing, right? So he's played this into my mind, in my brain for years. 4 fucking years, Liam, right? Anyway, let's roll round to the day it actually happens, all right? He finally has...
And it's a barbecue. It's a barbecue I do every year at my house. Stowe.
Waiting for the invite.
I did invite you to one, and you said you couldn't come.
Probably. Busy boy and I, busy boy.
Yeah.
Busy. He then says to me, Stephen, we've got this barbecue going on. You got to come down to it. And I'm like, oh yeah, barbecue.
Cancels his work. Cancels his.
I had a job
£300.
on that day, and I said to him, don't you worry, mate. I'm being there. I had a job on that day.
He valued this information more than £300.
Was
Yeah.
it worth it?
You'll find out.
Well, so then I go around to here, and I'm gassed. All right. I said to him, Tom, do you want any help? I'll prep you beforehand. And I'm singing like celebrate good. I mean, he's put on like this front. He's been going like, oh fucking hell, I'm stressing. He was stressing like for the weeks leading up to it. And he's like, it's finally gonna happen, right? And he said to me, go on in. I said to him, me and you, we go upstairs. But I'll tell you about it.
No, this is what happened. I said, look, if you're going to do it, let's get a bit of content out of it. Get your camera. We might as well film it. We'll take out the audio, but you can at least see the reactions and stuff. I go, all right, no worries. So I take him upstairs, and I go, all right. So the person it was I don't
Bearing in mind, I'm gassed right now.
buzzing.
I'm like, yeah.
He goes, I
Come on.
don't want to tell you. I go 1 second. Beep, beep, beep. Babe, do you mind just coming upstairs quickly?
My heart is pounding, by
He's
the
like,
way.
why are you calling your girlfriend? She comes upstairs. I go,
I was like, what
so,
is
so my
what is
girlfriend-
going on?
my girlf-
I was baffed. I was like, no way you're about to, because he said to me, I'm sworn to secrecy. If he tells me this, I can't tell anyone. I'm sweating. She then walks into the door.
And I go, babe, oh, do you remember like 3-4 years ago, and it was you and this other woman was in the house, and Stowe and my other mates came round. She goes, yeah. I go, who was the girl we was with? And she goes, oh, my mum.
4 years. Liam. 4 years.
I kept this joke going.
4 years. I was convinced that.
You both started a podcast after that sort of betrayal.
It wasn't. Hey, at no point did I ever mention I.
He didn't.
He said
I convinced
the whole
myself.
time. I went, look, hypothetically speaking, if you want to talk hypothetically,
I convinced
we can.
myself that
At
he
no
did.
point did I ever mention that I had a threesome. He came to the conclusion
It's
that.
genuinely. Even afterwards, this is how fucked up he had me, right? Even afterwards, his girlfriend said it. I said, "Your mum must be on it."
You're lying, because she would know her mum was here.
I was like, "Your mum must be on." That went through my mind.
His mum.
It is the greatest prank of all time.
You wasted 4 years
Yeah.
to find out
Oh.
Tom had a threesome. With
No,
his
I didn't
girlfriend's mum.
I didn't have a threesome with my.
There was part of me that even thought that as well. Trust me, everything was going through my mind, Liam. I went, is she in on it? Is she covering it?
Oh, mate, that is a brilliant story.
I think that's a good story to end it on, right?
Yeah, should we end it there? So, Liam, thanks for coming on, mate. You're always welcome back on.
We've had
Quiet for the rest of it, but it was.
Hey, look, you're getting used to it. Don't worry. Next time.
No, the reason why you're quiet for the rest of it is because he didn't turn your mic on. I apologise for that. We'll try and sort the audio.
We'll sort the audio. We'll see what we can do. Liam, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys, and remember, it's not illegal if you don't get caught.